Once you know how to solve two-step equations, we begin to introduce multi-step equations, starting with learning how to combine like terms in order to get your equation or inequality to look like it can be solved in two steps. Before we do that, I just want to talk about what it means to combine like terms. Like terms have to have the same variable and the same exponent on that variable. What I mean by that is if you have a 4x, a like term could be negative 2x. If you have 3x to the second, a like term would have to also have an x to the second power. So like 5x to the second. Constants are also considered like terms. So if you have a 6 and a negative 2, those can be combined because they are like terms. For the first example, I'm going to draw my dotted line through the equal sign. You want to look on the left-hand side. We are not typically used to seeing more than two terms on that left-hand side. I see a 2x and a negative 4x. These are like terms, so they are going to be combined before we continue solving. To combine like terms, you simply add the coefficients that are in front of the variable. So 2 and negative 4, if you add them, you get negative 2x. The positive 3 should come down, and the 9 comes down. Now this looks like a two-step equation. So we would undo addition with subtraction. And we would undo multiplication with division. So our final answer is negative 3. If you wanted to check that answer, you could replace x with negative 3 and make sure your equation matches on both sides. We're going to go down to this example. When I look on the left-hand side, I see not only two terms that have y in them, but also two constants that can be combined. Okay? You want to be really careful that you are looking at the term that is in front of the variable and the sign that is in front of the variable to ensure that you are collecting the right values when you combine like terms. So we have negative 1y and negative 4y would become negative 5y. And we can also combine 8 and 3 to give us 11. So we've combined our constants, we've combined our terms that have y in them, and now it looks like we have a two-step inequality. So I would undo adding 11 by subtracting 11. Be careful that my 5y has the negative sign in front of it that needs to come with it. If I'm at negative 4 on the number line and I go back 11, I'm at negative 15. And then finally, 5 and y are attached by multiplication, so I will undo multiplication with division. I divided by a negative 5, so that's my indicator that my inequality symbol has to flip. My final answer then would be y is less than 3. To graph this solution, I would put an open circle on 3 and shade everything to the left. Again, if you need help graphing inequalities, you can go back to watch a video on that. Or if you need help solving the two-step equation or inequality once you've combined like terms, there's also another video you can reference on that.